get the cake right to the side sex. Leave the fire and the roof style stuff. I'm on the grind like we're chasing the stars. From Millmore to Do Valley, we've come so far. Talk about legends, yeah, we know the score. Ronnie, I'm Bobby, we remember you more. From the highs of the Wembley fight to losing our trousers, still we ignite. Red and white with the pride, we're never gonna bow. Fighting like Millermen, hear the roar now. We're Millermen, we stand up tall. Through ups and downs, we give it all. From Millmore to Do Valley.
Good evening and welcome to Terrace Talk. I'm King Bush with a very croaky voice still. We've got a virgin with us tonight, Nicky. How you doing, Nicky?
Not bad, not bad.
So we'll start. We've got to win. We needed the win. We've got the win. I'm just buzzing that we've got the win. Wasn't the best of performances by any stretch of the imagination. The first half I thought was terrible. Second half we were a bit better. But obviously it's masking over the opposition because Northampton, for me, are the worst side I've seen this season by a country mile. What were your thoughts on the game, Nicky?
First half were just dreadful. Really, really bad. Really bad. And to be honest, I expected us beating us a bit more than we did. Put Rung Dangor on, change game. Star. From Norwich, come on today.
Yeah, he got a goal, which is good. I don't think he's trying to play a fullback though.
No. I think he got all his formation again, and
Yeah. Tom, we've got to win. 80 days since his last victory.
Is that how long it's been?
Today.
Yeah.
Thoughts on that?
Yeah. Thank God, because I think if we'd have lost that would have been game over. And it still potentially is game over, but looking at it now, we're a win away of getting out of it. Lose that. They're on 32. We're on 25. That was the definition of a 6-pointer.
Definitely. UFC Tiny says still sack him. Are you both still on the sack? I'm sure this. Obviously, you have to look at the bigger picture. That squad should be nowhere near bottom 4.
No, I completely agree. I am, Lee. I am, and I think if Adebayoga never come up with that goal, I have no idea what we would be talking about tonight. I mean, I don't know, Lee. It's I think emotions are running high right now. It's literally just after the game, and you know what? If we'd have lost that, Jesus Christ, we would have been on.
I think we've just got to
25 points.
Yeah, I think we've just got to enjoy that we've won. I mean, it's 80 days since we last won.
Yeah, 100%. Hello, Nicky, by the way. Do you want me to read these out? Do you want me to read these out, Lee?
Yeah, if you can read them out, I'll pop them up.
So, Test Regs say, my, finally get a win. And your 2 new signings, finally. Is it Hammy for Manager of the Month now? No. Tom Eves caused us endless problems in that first half. He did, yeah. Ian Besley, all right, Ian. When you're second bottom, a win is a win. Yep, completely agree, mate. Completely agree.
And I just want to elaborate on that. We're second bottom. If we'd have lost that today, we'd have been in all kinds of problems. I would never ever want Rotherham to lose just so a manager gets the sack.
No.
So I'm over the moon we've won that game. Because I just do not want to I don't want to see us in League 2. I think if you're watching that, you can see tactically he's not there. He's not good enough. Hopefully, Tony Stewart can see that and we replace him. Obviously, we don't want to let him go on much longer because if we keep him as manager, we will go down. There's no two ways about it. We're not going to play Northampton, anybody as bad as Northampton again this season. I think they're worse than Port Vale. What do you think, Nicky? Do you think they were worse than Port Vale or Northampton?
They were really bad, but I think Wimbledon were bad as well.
Yeah.
Wimbledon were bad. I think they'll be down bottom. But like you said, we should be beating Northampton comfortably. Which squad we've got?
Wimbledon. It should have been 6 points. It's 4. It's better than 2. Yeah. But yeah, I expected us to win 4 or 5-0 tonight. You look at the squad we've got compared to Northampton, it's frightening.
Yeah.
Nicky
keeps cutting in and out. I just feel like audio.
I'm using my phone.
Yeah, sometimes it can be quiet. It's not great on the phone.
Don't worry about it tonight, Nicky. It's one of them. Adam's mate, Baz, last 15 minutes, if you play like that, can accept it, but a poor display first half and 30 minutes into the second two. Yeah, I agree. I mean, the first sort of glimpse that we had was when, and I will say, Harry Gray for me is the man of the match. I've often refrained about speaking about this 17-year-old kid, but I thought he is levels above. Obviously, he's levels above. He's going to go on to have a great career, but I'll tell you what, his first goal in professional football, I can always say it was at 23rd place Rotherham United in front of 28 fans at the New York Stadium. So fair play to him, and you know what, he was fantastic. Considering you won, boys, you still look miserable. I don't think no test rigs. We're not miserable. I think we're just relieved because if you look at that table now, if we'd not won today, we'd have been on 25 points, right? Northampton would have been on 32. That's a massive gap. The righteous one says, I think the players are good enough. Matt Hamshaw isn't, I'm afraid. Completely agree. And Stephen Grant, no way is it game over. So, not now, not at the minute. No, we've got a puncher's chance currently, which is going to get something next. Isaac, the Wolfenden, big relief that win tonight. Wasn't confident in it, and we'd get out after the first half. Yeah, I thought we were absolutely shocking in the first half. Do you agree, Nicky? And also, Poppy Rose is with us. Our Superboy gave you a good goal. You need to look after him. Yep, Poppy, I thought he was fantastic. He was brilliant for a 7-year-old kid. And Wayne Earl finally says, get in. And Peter Scott, Pasco, evening lads, still hit and gone. How many more times does he need telling 3-5-2 doesn't work? Agreed. Scott Kent's with us as well. The switch to 4-4-2 won us that game. Why does he keep starting 3-5-2? Brilliant second half, to be honest. 2 points off safety, 5 points off 15th. And that's a great positive spin, Scott. I completely agree with that. However, a lot of comments tonight. Andy Bullen 04, I forget his name, but there was a fellow on here saying Eves is better than Hugel. He was spot on.
Adam.
It'll be Adam. Listen. Here in Hugel, Kelly and Raggett are leaving too. I doubt that Hugel's leaving. Kelly and Raggett is a possibility, I'm assuming. I don't know. I think wages will come into play there. But what I do want to say is that we've criticised this chap quite a lot, but to be fair to Joe Powell, he's put 2 excellent deliveries in for 2 goals tonight.
Yeah, he has, to be fair. So, obviously, that first half performance was dreadful.
Was awful.
probably the worst half of football all season. It was terrible. But credit to them. They come out second half. Gray, that was a great header from Gray.
It was, yeah.
And Marks, but he took it well. And I'm with you, Tommy. He was, for me, my man of the match, just for his age and that he doesn't seem to have any sort of fear. When there's work out that if he give it to his feet, he's going to actually cause some damage. They might give it to his feet a little bit more, but we haven't worked out how he plays yet, probably. But I think with Dan Gore coming, I think Dan Gore made the difference when he come on.
Massive difference.
He run that midfield. For me, we've got to keep Dan Gore fit if we want to stay up. Everybody talks about Nombe, but Dan Gore, he run the show this in that second half as well. So he was brilliant. And I think the link up will only get better between him and Gray. Those two players are bare minimum championship players for me. They shouldn't be playing in League One against Northampton. Imagine you've got two of them players and you're struggling to beat Northampton. And add Sam Nombe to that. 3 Baptiste. You reel the names off. We should be battering them 4 or 5-0. Them players, some of them players shouldn't even be playing on the pitch against Northampton.
No, I agree.
And that's the worry. I think the manager is out of his depth. But we'll see.
Also heard rumours going around hospitality that a big investment is coming in. Someone to do with Hull Rugby, part of a consortium. Pass. I have no idea. What, rugby league, rugby union?
No, I think it's that Pearson that was at Hull City chairman. I think he was sniffing around at one point. Yeah. Okay,
fair enough. That 4 at the back change made a difference. The new lads look mint. Yep. Ben, great. I think that Adebayo did great. Gary Stewart, Northampton gifted it to us. They play like a Sunday League side in that second half. Yeah, but I think you got to remember that Northampton are down in the trenches with us. They're going to try and protect a 1-0 lead, and I don't blame them away from home. However, 2 fantastic deliveries from Joe Powell sorted that. IFC Miller-Bear, awesome performance tonight. I like it, Miller-Bear. Let's just hope it continues for obvious reasons. I want to hang on. Here we go. Gary Stewart again. Northampton are going down 100%, playing as bad as that. They couldn't put 2 passes together. I get you, Gary, but I was always concerned about them.
Do you know what Gabe? You know what them 2 teams reminded me of first half? When you take your son for the first time to play football and all his mates are about same age and they can barely kick the ball and they all run around like in a 5-a-side. He always goes out of play. Reminded me of that. It's terrible.
Yeah, you won't be far off that, Lee, to be honest with you.
I thought it was poor. But we've got the win. 80 days it's taken.
80 days. Jesus Christ.
Since we last won the league in.
I mean, it is the most vital win of the season as things stand right now. Because as I said before, we lose that. Wow, we are looking at the
the
drop.
My worry is we're not going to play a team as bad as Northampton again this season.
Completely agree, mate. We're not going to play a team like Northampton. The only way we can look at it is now. I think the facts are, fact number 1, we've won. Fact number 2, Matt Hamshaw keeps his job. Fact number 3, we're still in with a chance of getting out of it. However, are we going to go to Exeter and back this up? So, that's the wrong word to use. Back it up. We're crap, right? So, are we going to go to Exeter and go and get a win?
I think he's got to. And then And then we've got Cardiff. We're not going to win that. So if he don't win the next 2, I think he's sacked anyway.
Are they getting Exeter now? Are they doing?
What's that, sorry?
How's Exeter doing? Are they in form or?
Top half.
They've been doing all right recently. Have they gone on tonight, Exeter? Has anybody? They drew 2-2 away at Reading tonight.
Rob Statham was there tonight. Lol. All right, Rob. Threw it back again. Garbage, says knock off Nigel.
So,
I mean, look, this is papering over the cracks, Lee, and it's papering over the cracks. We didn't play well, but we won.
Yeah. Gary,
Lily, the worry is that we struggled to beat a garbage side. Yep, Gary, I get it, but we've won is the most important thing.
that's all we needed tonight is to win.
Yeah.
I don't listen. We're at this. This is a game where, regardless of how we play, we've got to forget about the manager. We can't be wanting to lose just so he loses his job. We can't be at that stage ever. Yeah, we have no control over whether he loses his job or keeps his job. But tonight, it didn't matter about performance. It mattered about getting them 3 points. That's all I care about, and we've got them. So we've just got to be thankful tonight and enjoy the win. I mean, we haven't had one for 80 days. Let's celebrate. We've won. Do you know what I mean? I just, yeah, I get everybody's frustrations that they are a poor side, and that's my worry as well. But losing that game, it doesn't bear thinking about where we would be. We'd be totally screwed.
We'd be down. We'd be down at that point, Lee. We'd be down because Northampton. It was a definition of a 6 point of that. Definition.
I mean, if this investment is true, if I'm an investor coming in, I want my money to go well. I'm saying if I'm investing big investment, I'm going to say I don't want that manager there.
No.
Straight away.
100%. With you on that, Lee. With you on that, pal. Completely agree. It's it was. Sorry, Ian's saying here, maybe if we carry a bit of confidence to Exeter, we can achieve the 7 points from 3 games that we asked for and see the odd green shoot breaking through. Ian, completely agree. I mean, the 7 points that we've all, that certainly myself asked for and your son Dave asked for, yeah, we're going to get that 3 points at Exeter. That's probably better than the 7 points of us winning 2 at home and drawing 1 away. So,
this is a good comment.
Sam says, glad to see crosses in the box. Exactly. Crosses in the box. Crosses in the box. That is what it's about. Put balls in the box. People are going to get on the end of them.
I want to ask you two, Nicky and Tom. I thought I've been critical of Martha. I think he's a bit lightweight. He's a bit poor. I thought he got stuck in today. What were your 2 thoughts on Martha's performance?
I think he did well. He overcomplicates things a bit though with his tippy-tappy feet, I think sometimes. Like towards the end, he was trying to do skill and don't lose the ball. Drive into the corner flag, wouldn't waste a bit of time. And it took messing about in the middle of the park and he lost ball and I was just like, ooh. We're trying to hang on here, you know. But it did do well when he come on. But I think that's because he's not been getting as much game time. He's not been getting much game time.
I think he was better than what he has been recently. Because he's looked a bit disinterested. But today he put himself about a bit and I'm quite happy with that because recently I don't think he's been doing that.
Gary Lilly says, I agree, lads. A win's a win. Agreed, Gary. On Martha, I thought he did really well, to be fair, when he came on. He won the free kick for the winning goal. However, as Nicky was saying before, he started trying to be like Zinedine Zidane, doing Zidane turnovers in the middle of the park in the 93rd minute. I'm like, no. Knockoff Nigel says first half made Eves look like Cristiano Ronaldo.
You know, current of the night.
Fair enough. Sean Davies says Martha hasn't got a footballing brain and doesn't utilise the pace and skill he has. I think, Sean, that will come, mate. It will come with time.
I think he's new to English football.
Yeah.
I think it's different on the continent where it's a bit different. You can mess about with it a bit more there. But yeah, I think he's got to adapt. But I thought he got stuck in today. I'm not saying
he did all right. He did all right. And
yeah,
he was probably part of the reason that we won, to be fair. He won the free kick. Sam says, let's talk about how good Gray was. Yep, I thought he was fantastic. Harry Gray. Look
mate,
like
he's going to be some player in because you know when you give him the ball to his feet, it's like glued to his feet. He's so good at for quite a tall lad, isn't he? Quite a big angler, but he's very skillful, like for his size.
He can obviously play. He can obviously play across the front three. That's what he can do. He can play. He's out there on the right wing. He's out there on the left wing. He can go in the middle. What a player! What a player! And obviously, he's got an incredible bloodline, and he will, I am sure, next season probably be in the Leeds setup, if not bought by a top-end Premier League club, because he's far too good for us. Knockoff.
Well, they reckon Man City bid 40 million for him.
Well, exactly. So they know what they're talking about. Knockoff Nigel says only took 80 days for a win. Agreed, Nigel. And this is
a good one from Scott Kent.
Jagger is the new Dauphin. Is that who's Jagger?
The new Adebayor.
Adebayor. Yeah, I thought he was really good when he came on. Now phased him. He's probably the new Dauphin or maybe the Ajayi. Who knows? Ash Krez. I know we've won, but come on, look at us dreadful last two opponents. We're pub teams. I'd still get rid. Ash, I completely agree, mate.
We've all said, listen, there are no bones about it. I don't believe Big Boy should be anywhere near managing a football team. He's a Boy Scout doing a man's job. Yeah, he's not good enough. Yeah, but tonight is about winning. That's all it's about. Yeah, I didn't want us to lose just so I'm sure loses his job.
No.
I think he should have gotten before now. That's that control. But we can't not celebrate winning because we haven't won for 80 days. I've had a sore throat, I've had flipping flu, a lot. But at least I've got a win to cheer me up a little bit.
Gray is too good for Leeds, Sam says. Well, maybe. Alan Bates, that win just makes what a poor side we are. 2 set plays, got Hampshire out of jail. Yep, agreed. But end of the day, Alan, we've won. Sean Davies says, in a nutshell, Baptiste was only set back wanting to play football, and he paced out the back. Gray was dangerous and mature above his years by a mile. Gort is vital. Worried about Coletta being injured again. Can anyone explain Dawson chastising the fans because he actually caught a cross? With the Dawson one, I was watching that. I'm assuming some people in the top had a go at him or said, way, because he caught a cross or something. So
he looked like he was laughing at him.
He turned and looked at him. I mean, I think the big thing to take from tonight, Rotherham fans and gentlemen, is that we've won. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't great. However, if we'd have lost that, we would have been, and I think Matt Goodwin on commentary, don't get me started on the commentators, by the way. Matt Goodwin said at some point, if we'd have lost tonight, we'd have to go on promotion form to get out of where we are. As things stand now, we are 1 win away results pending of getting out of the bottom 4. If we'd lost that, we were 3 wins of getting out of the bottom 4.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I get everybody, because I think we had it before where people wanted us to lose, so Evans got the sack. I've never ever gone to a Rotherham game wanting us to lose, so a manager gets the sack. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not going to lie. The word part of me today thinks, well, if we lose, he'll definitely get the sack. So is it a blessing in disguise? But I thought, no, it's not, because I think if we lose today, even if we get a new manager, it's too far gone.
Too far
We've got
gone.
to win today. And hopefully, if you're assessing it over the season, obviously the chairman's he's been on holiday, he's had a death in the family, it's a difficult time. Last thing he probably wants to be doing is thinking about, we've got Adam joining us as well. Just bear with me. Hey up, Adam.
Hey lads.
Thoughts on that game?
Thoughts on the game? Well, first half, I was ready for walking out. Absolutely never seen anything as bad in my life. Again, same like Wimbledon first half. Second half, I called it as well. Eves would score, and what happened? Eves scored. Second half, as soon as Dango comes on, you can see the difference. The guy's magician.
That's clearly.
And I saw, although when I saw Newell had come on at left back, I'm thinking, what's going off here? This is something wrong. But yeah, first half it were awful. First half. Second half, luckily we turned it around, and it was.
Oh, Adam, in the comments, everybody's saying he's still got to go. It's still not good enough. What do you agree with that, or do you think he's bought himself?
He's bought himself. He has bought himself. I mean, first half, I said, because I went down, we normally meet.
Adam, shouldn't we be battering? I mean, you've got in that side today Sam Nombe, Gray, Cole, Spence, that Baptiste. We should batter teams like Northampton.
We should be absolutely, same with Wimbledon, we should be absolutely battering them.
The manager is the leveller. The manager is the leveller. He's out of his depth. I mean, yeah, Pete, I still think he should be gone. We've won the game. We're 3 points from safety. Get a decent manager in now, and trust me, we'll finish in the top 10.
Well,
that's what we should be finishing.
Yeah, I was saying that. So half time, I went downstairs, met with people I normally meet with. I'm looking around and think, where's Bez? He's not come. He's had enough. And I was thinking at half time, I was thinking, I might as well go here, because my dad's decided he's not bothered. So I thought, I might as well go here, because at half time it's the worst performance I've seen in a while. We were absolutely all over the show. It was like a Sunday League team against a league, Parkgate. Say Parkgate against a Sunday League team. It were awful. They were awful. We were awful. And I thought, well, I'll go back up for the second half. And it's the Dango effect. As soon as Dango comes on and he's pulling the strings, the fact that we've managed to keep Dango is how we've done it. Credit to Rob Scott and Baptiste. He was also good. Jules was all right. Dawson did a few decent saves, but the fact that we've managed to keep Dango, whoever's responsible with that is a credit. And Gray's fantastic. But so exactly what I said. Gray and Nombe were off their feet. I showed a picture at end of game in chat. Nombe, physio had to come to him at end of game because he couldn't walk. That's how bad he were knackered. And I could see Gray and Nombe, they couldn't walk for about 80 minutes onwards. Where Hugo's gone, I don't know where. And why, if Hugo's gone somewhere, why send Ayres on loan? Bring Ayres on. At least he's got some legs. Because unfortunately, as good as Nombe and Gray are, they didn't have any legs for 80 minutes.
Quick one. John's on the chat. Hi, John. Took his little girl tonight. She's over the moon, bless her. Met Miller Bear, etc. She takes credit for the win. Lol. Gray and Numbe were off their feet. Deserve that result. Cheers, John. Scott Kent again. Just listen to Hamshaw's interview. Most of the game really said the wins for Terry Stewart, and on signings, nothing is imminent. Number is going nowhere also. So, okay, fair enough. Where is Ryanone? Lincoln. Apparently. I just want to clear something up. I want to clear something up on Lee's behalf here. Right. People having to go about us saying that Ryanone was going to sign for us. He was, right? He was. However, there was issues with the hierarchy at the club, which I'm not going to go into, as to the reason why he has not signed with us and has opted for Lincoln. Lee.
I mean, I wish they'd come on and praise how many ones I've got right. I think it's 86% grok when I put it on X. I've got an 86% strike rate of correct exclusive stories. So kiss my arse, you muppets.
Exactly, and I completely agree, Lee. And all of you lot, right, who watch this and hate this channel but still watch anyway, right? Do one. We're not interested in your opinions. If you actually, no, we are.
Adam, Tom, let them watch, mate. Let them watch.
Let them watch. Come and watch.
Let them watch and cry.
Yeah, because they're watching anyway, aren't they, mate? So, Pete Scott says, "Go on, Bushy. Go on, Pesco. Good lad."
Yeah, like I said, mate, we're always going to get these haters. Do you know what I mean? Bashing their heads in the council flats. You know what I mean? Getting angry at the king for what? Giving you information about Rotherham. Why are you getting angry for? Ryan one didn't come. Is that my fault? It's not me rolling around in a Lambo. Oh, it is me rolling around in a Lambo. Sorry. Anyway, keep going.
The issue we've got now is, so back to football. So although we struggled big time against last week, we did struggle again, so we should have been battering them. Now we've got Exeter away and Cardiff at home. So what if we're struggling against them two teams, which are probably the worst two teams in division? What's going to bring against Exeter and Cardiff?
That's what people have been saying in the comments, Adam. So, I'm gonna go around all of you first of all. First question I'm gonna ask you is, who was your man of the match tonight? Who would you pick for man of the match?
Harry Gray.
Harry Gray, but
Gotta be Harry Gray.
Turbo.
Yeah, do you know what? I'm going to give it to the kid. I'm going to give it to Harry Gray. I'm going to give it to Harry Gray. There's a few contenders, mind, but I'm going to give it to Harry Gray. Adam?
Yeah, I'll go. To be honest, it's a close one for me. I think Dango, he changed the game when he came on. We were literally Maltby Main against Northampton. As soon as Reece James goes off and Dango comes on, you can tell the crowd's lifted. Dango's, the bloke's immense. How he's decided to stay at Rotherham is beyond me. So I'll go, yeah, Harry Gray, fantastic. For a 17-year-old lad, what he's done today, scored that goal, and he's running because he's not used to men's football. I'll go Harry Gray and Dango together, both minute match. And the young lad that came on from Norwich, his first touch, he brought him on at left back, and he was literally a left. His first touch went straight out of play. I thought, oh dear, what we got here? But after that, he grew into it, and he were decent when he came on. So I'm not going to judge anyone on first half performance because they're all 3-4s out of 10. But second half, Dango, again, you can see he wants the ball all the time. He's putting tackles in, and the team just gets lifted. When he's on the pitch, we are lifted, and it's just so much better. But yeah, I'll get Harry Gray, Dango, Joint, and then the new lad in third place, even though he only came on in about last 20 minutes. But what he did, scored that goal, and he put himself about. Zach Jules as well were decent at centre half. I think he were good. Kieran Spence as well. He must have ran out of gas because he went off. Nombe always running. Joe Powell as well put a decent shift in. Joe Powell, I think he did well. Actually, I missed him out. I think he did very well, Joe, when he were in, because obviously in his normal position where he used to play, I think he did well. But other than that, I think McWilliams did 1 or 2 different runs, but apart from that, he don't seem that up to much. But does anyone know what's happened to Ugle then? Has anybody mentioned it? Any comments? Because he seems to have gone missing. And we could have done with Ugle or even Josh Ayres. In the last 10 minutes, Nombe was on his arse. Credit to Nombe, he ran everything. He did so well, running up and down like. Same way Harry Gray. They're both running, but we could have just done with another striker to come on. Obviously, Ugle's gone missing. Josh Ayres has gone out on loan. Even Josh Ayres to come up for 5-10 minutes, just a bit of legs. At the end of the game, I sent a picture, and Nombe, the physio's had to go to him because he's on his feet. He's done.
Adam, obviously, it's just me and you now, mate.
What's happened? Mind you, Tom, there is floods in Rotherham, so they cause their internets to go.
Well, but I'm just going to read some comments out that aren't going to come on the screen for you, Adam. Joe says, enjoying that second half. Please say this win kickstarts us. Yep, that's what we all hope for.
Hopefully.
And then I've got John Sullivan saying close call between Nombe and Gray. Jesus Christ. Nothing on Hugo in the interview, says Scott Kent, in answer to your question. They're not mentioned anything about.
He's gone missing, literally missing.
John Hugo.
Not even in 16, not even in 18.
Pete Scott says, Dango, man of the match for me, for changing the game.
I can agree with that.
Fair enough. John Sullivan agrees with you, Adam.
Oh.
Adam's right. Keeping Go is fantastic news, and Baptiste is good news. What else have we got? And actually, with Alan Bates, I actually agree here. I do apologise that nobody can see their comments on our stage. But Alan Bates, this is one of yours, pal. Rafferty, man of the match for me, gave 100% every game.
He did.
I thought Rafferty was fantastic tonight. He was a leader tonight. He was a captain, and I completely agree. Swifty, Tom Swift, we were still crap. Saved his job. Another 2 games, we'll lose Exeter and Cardiff and be back to square one. Yeah, that's the fear in it, Tom. Joe says, thought Rafferty was really good and at the end played for the badge. Yep, completely agree, Joe. I genuinely thought that Rafferty at the end was fantastic. He showed his experience as a professional and everything. So,
I totally agree, mate. Yeah, what was said earlier, I think it was Tom Swift. To be honest, we were crap. We were crap. Last week Saturday we were crap. This first half, it's probably the only game I'm thinking we're losing 1-0. I'm thinking my dad's not here. I'm thinking I might as well go here because I went to see Tomo and Dave's mate Tomo at half time. We had a beer together, and we're all agreeing that this is horrendous. And I even said to him, unfortunately, as big as the Hampshire fan is, this is not fun to watch. He needs to go at the half time. Second half, it's like he switches light, switches on. But I think it is Dango. When Dango is playing, we are a different team. He's that good a player. And that's why I emphasise the fact that if we didn't keep Dango, I think now we've got Dango, obviously, friend of the season. We've got a chance to stay up. If Dango had gone back to Manchester United or gone to a top championship club like they're all after him, we would have been down and buried, Tom. We would have gone.
Adam, I completely agree, mate. I was saying before, I think before you came on, that was the definition of a 6-pointer tonight, mate.
Yeah.
That was the definition of a 6-pointer. We talk about 6-pointers in the Premier League, in the Championship. That, for us, was the definition of a 6-pointer. And
easy.
Thank God, right, that we've won it. I'm going to read some comments out. I can't put them on the screen, guys, so I do apologise.
Where's everyone gone? Where's the other guy?
I don't know. Scott Kent says, should have scored Raf's free header at back stick. Shelley, a member of the team, has put, from the squad that finished the game, other than maybe Martha, I don't see how anyone else can be dropped Saturday. That means that the shape may change again. John Sullivan's asking, who's gone to hospital? James, the ref was
James,
died.
I think,
Yeah, he's done his ribs or whatever. Coletta done his ankle, and James is in A&E. What? Tom Swift says the table looks a whole lot better than it could have. Completely agree. And then John says Coletta was not fit. Scott, you could tell. And Swifty says Harry Gray was immense tonight. Man of the match for me.
You were again.
Completely
Credit to I think if it's Rob Scott bringing him in. I mean, Harry Gray could have gone to. I know he's 6 clubs. He didn't need to come to us. Struggle. I think that's why that Ryan Oney's thought he's had a look at table and thinking, should I go to Rotherham and struggle, or should I go to Lincoln where we're near top and I can cruise a bit? And credit to Harry Gray, he's thought I bet he could have had 10 clubs. The bloke for 17 years old. I've never seen a better 17-year-old play apart from Wayne Rooney at Everton against Arsenal. And the guy, you can tell. I can guarantee you now, Harry Gray will play for England one day.
100%. Well, I mean, the maturity of a 17-year-old kid in a relegation scrap. I mean, bless him. On his CV right now, his first professional goal is in front of 800 fans in Rotherham against Northampton Town. And the Bush is back.
But the fact is, Gray, he likes to get stuck in. He can get stuck in because he does. When you see him, though, he looks a bit like Jack Grealish. You know, he's literally got no shorts, no pants. And you think he's just strolling around, but he's the guy's immense. He gets stuck in, he runs back. For a 70-year-old lad to do all that in a relegation fight in League One is credit to him. He will, and can tell you now, he will play for England.
Of course he will. And Shelley says, you lads laughed at me when I said he might create his own chances and he could do well for us. Shelley, no, I disagree with that, pal. Right? You give the ball.
Shelley, come on and show your views. Come on.
If you give the ball to his feet, Shelley, you know, he's a quality player. Tom Swifty says here, Harry Gray was immense tonight. Man of the match for me. I've read some of these out. Coletta wasn't fit, Scott. You could tell. Says John.
Oh, did you? I didn't know if you could get them all.
Yeah, Tom's read them all out.
I've read them out, Bushy.
You just can't put them on screen.
I just couldn't put them on the screen. Honestly, Harry Gray, for any Leeds fans watching tonight, you're going to struggle to keep him because he's above your team, I'm afraid. I mean, Leeds are here we go. Are a big Yorkshire club, but pretty substandard to what he needs. Hence why he lost Archie Gray to Spurs. And he will end up, as Adam was saying, I think, at the very, very, very top, considering what he did tonight. Yes, it was against Northampton, but yes, look, listen, he's 17 years old. I expect Harry Gray to be at a top 6 Premier League club in the next 24 months.
Easily. Obviously, Man City wanted him, and they were ready to pay 40 million for him.
Exactly.
He will. He's that good. You can tell how he conducts himself, how he's always available. I mean, as soon as Dango comes on, you can see Harry Graves' face lighting up because he knows Dango's going to thread in the passes. Spence as well is good. When we get Benson back, because I think Benson is a big miss to our team. Although he's always injured, Benson's got a good eye for. I mean, you can tell Benson played at the top as well. He's a good player, Josh Benson. McWilliams, I don't know what's happening to him. He did all right today, but he's not been his normal self.
Adam, it's all about balls to feet. It's all about balls to feet, isn't it?
A special mention as well to Reece James tonight, because he's played with broken ribs, if you didn't know tonight.
Yeah, he's gone off to hospital.
I did post it in the group chat before as well. That
he
was playing with broken ribs.
He's currently in A&E.
But why? That's the thing, though. Why is Amy playing him with broken ribs? He shouldn't be playing.
Mental.
Mate, because job's on the line. Job's on the line, mate.
But he's always saying, I'm bringing Ndombe off last week, so we drew 1-1. I've got to bring players off and make a mess of it because they're not fit and they're not this, but he's playing Reece James with broken ribs. It's ridiculous. Just play, if he's that broken ribs, get Coletta on the left and just put Tom Holmes on the right.
I don't think Coletta were fully fit tonight either.
Coletta weren't fit. He came off and he weren't. That's the thing. We're flying down now. More injuries. Hugo's gone missing. We've got obviously he's played Ndombe for 90 minutes and he's not 100%. You could tell he were literally needing gas and air at end Ndombe because he was laid out. Physios went up to him and literally, are you all right? Are you all right? Harry Gray, you could tell he was struggling last 5-10 minutes. But we've got no more strikers now. Obviously, Hugo's gone missing. So we need to bring somebody in.
Leeds fan. How's Harry Gray?
Harry Gray?
Fantastic.
Yeah. Mate,
fantastic.
It's your club. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah. He's going to be an absolute star for you. Can't recommend him enough. I would say.
I'll tell you what as well, Adam. What impressed me is he done off, get stuck in,
That's it. That's what I was saying to Tom when you were off. I was saying to Tom the exact same. He's immense.
He's 17 and he was just getting stuck in. Getting stuck
100%. 100%. Honestly, Nicky says, anyone know what's happened with Hugo yet?
Mystery.
Right, so he hasn't been at training all week. And nobody knows why. None of the players know why.
He's maybe got a bit of illness, or he's doing that.
Or potentially, I don't know. But since the leaks, things are very, very hush hush. Even the players didn't know why Hugo wasn't at training.
So that usually means family issues, and the hope that Jordan's okay with things like that. So if you listen to this, Jordan Hugo, please, we pray for you, mate. Sam,
great to hear. Hope he keeps us up. Yep, so do we.
Yeah, and do you know what? I can't give her how big a game that was tonight. In effect, it was.
I can't believe
huge.
Right, I'm talking about in this team. We've got Baptiste, we've got Spence, we've got Dango, we've got Sam Ndombe, we've got Archie Gray, and we're in a relegation battle. That shows. That just must bring home to roost how bad this manager is. And I'm not even going to joke. This is the worst manager I have ever witnessed supporting Rotherham. Tactically, he is inept. He's clueless. We've won tonight, but it's not down to how good we are. It was down to how poor Northampton was, in my view.
Yeah, they're not.
Which brings me on to Saturday. So We are away if it's on because they've had a lot of bad weather down in Devon.
Yeah. Hopefully. I mean, yeah, it's due rain all week as well. So hopefully, well, I mean, Tomo said to me, Bez has cancelled. So do I want to go with him? I'm thinking, do I really want to go away down to Exeter to see that again? But I think if Dango's starting, Harry Gray's playing. I think our best players this season, Baptiste, Dango, and Harry Gray, they're all on loan. Obviously, Spencer's been decent, and Nombe when he's back. But rest of them,
Adam, it's a rebuild.
it looks like it, doesn't it?
Mate, every season, if you think back to the last 3 or 4 seasons, all our best players are loan players. Last year, Malik Wilkes was our best player. He was on loan. You know what I mean? Dango last year.
Yeah.
On loan. Unfortunately, that's how we run. Shelley says, thoughts on the new lad? I'll let you two give your thoughts.
Yeah, so new lad, he came on at left back, and I'm thinking, what's going off here? He's poor lad.
Yeah, you posted he didn't say.
Yeah, and I'm thinking because Jules is left side, so obviously they're playing the normal 3-5-2, and Jules is left footed, so why not just put Jules at left back?
He had a couple of stray passes as well.
He did, yeah. The first couple of passes were strays, but then obviously it's his first. He's not played a lot of football. He's only a young lad, and he's not played a lot of football. Looks a big lad though. Oh, he's massive. He's a big lad. And then when he scored and his confidence just grew, and I think he will be a good player. Obviously, he's a young lad. It's a good signing. I think there's plenty more to come from him. I think he's going to be, if we can keep Baptiste, obviously till the end of the season, I think in Baptiste, Agberi and Jules are good for centre defenders.
Exeter have the best defence in the league.
Yeah. Exeter have the best defence in the league, so they are not as bad as some think. Hey, look, Tom, Swifty, new lad kind of on me, Vijay, but still too early to judge. Completely agree, Tom. Exeter have got a good defence, but we have beaten them. And Sam Nombe used to play for them, so he'll want to go there and do them, right? Because he's going to get booed when he plays. Martha was poor. Paul, I don't know about that comment, mate.
Well, there was one incident. I think it was last couple of minutes.
Where he lost it in the field.
He was trying to do a little flick and trick, and the crowd just went mad.
He did.
Which I can see he should have looked up and got a pass.
I thought he got more stuck in tonight than he usually does, to be fair to him.
He does. He did, to be fair. And yes, I completely agree with you, Adam, that he did.
He's struggling to adapt
stuff. But Adebayoga, look, he scored the winner.
Yeah.
He scored the winner. 1 game, 1 goal. Happy days. And he's brought up in fullback. And yes, I can see why people might say there's a few decisions that he made which weren't great, but there was others where he pumped it up the field. He was fit. He was athletic. Look, I think that's a great signing.
He's a young lad. He's come from... Norwich is a very, very good academy. They've got some of the best. One of the best academies.
But everyone needs to remember he's never played for Norwich.
Yeah.
He's played for Dundee and Walsall or whatever. But I mean, he looked confident when he came on. He didn't look phased. He scored as the winner. So do you know what? Look, Emmanuel Adebayoga. Cheers for saving.
I can't say his name.
Cheers for saving our season this week.
He's probably saved Amshore a job, and could he have saved our season? But mind you, then it's obviously the second half was fantastic. I really enjoyed it. Indeed. But now we're going away at Exeter, and then we've got an home game at Cardiff, and it could be literally back to square one, lose them 2.
It could be, but let's hope it's not.
So let's be positive. It's took us all this time.
We're going up. We are staying up. So we are staying up.
Top 10. Ammy's cooking.
Ammy's cooking against Fine Up Barbecue second half.
So I want a couple of things before we wrap up. Yeah. So I've already had it off Tom. I don't think I got yours, but who's your man of the match, Adam?
Oh yeah, you got it before you went, mate. Dan Gore and Harry Gray.
No, you can only have one man a match.
I'll say Harry Gray or mate, this. I'll give a few. So Zach Jules, fantastic. My personal minus would be Harry Gray, just for how hard he worked up front and how little in the first half he had. The fact he scored his first goal, and the fact that he lasted 90 minutes when Restaurant were on their arse. But I do think special mentions, Zach Jules, special mention, Dan Gore. As soon as Reece James and him swap places, obviously James with an injury, I thought Dan Gore
Shelley says
again.
man of the match was Rafferty.
Yeah, Rafferty was good as well. Only second half. I'm only going second half. I think first half they weren't one. It could have been.
Well, my man of the match. I were going to go Gray, but I'm going to go Dan Gore purely because I think if we didn't have Dan Gore, I don't think we win that game.
And you could see when Dan Gore comes on, the whole mood changes. He's tackling, he's getting back, he's passing.
He just gets up the pitch. I mean, that run, what he did, he run, and nobody could keep up with him.
He's fantastic. Dan Gore is absolutely fantastic. Why we've not offered him a contract is beyond me. Obviously, he must like it at Rotherham because he stayed here.
No. Adam. Look, I agree with you on a lot of things. I completely agree with you. The only reason he's not gone out is because he had a groin injury and no other club are willing to take the risk of using.
I'm sure they would have. There've been teams watching him all season.
Somebody who has a groin injury. Tom Swift says the run Gore did from one end of the pitch to the other was superb. Yes,
immense.
It was.
It was absolutely immense.
If nobody got the end of that, that would have been the best team goal of the season, as it were.
So we're gonna wrap up now, but I'm gonna ask you for your predictions for Saturday. So Exeter away. Tom, what's your prediction?
Look, winning breeds confidence, and I think as a passionate and true Rotherham United fan, I'm hoping that this kicks everybody into gear, and we go down Exeter, and we get a 3-1 win, 3-1 Rotherham.
Adam,
I think it's going to be tough, but I'll go. I think a draw is going to be good enough. And then, obviously, at home to Cardiff. If we can beat Cardiff at home, that'll be the icing on the cake. But I think a draw. Obviously, Dan Gore's going to be playing 90 minutes. He's going to be in. The new guy, Adebayo. I put him in because obviously Reece James is not going to be playing. Looks like Coletta's going to be out. We do need another striker in now if Hugo's gone AWOL or whatever's happened to him. Because the two lads up front absolutely work the socks off Nombe. Although Nombe, he didn't do his best today, I can see he will be knackered from 70 minutes. So we need a new striker in. I'll go a draw, will be acceptable.
And Nicky Allen's gone with my score, so I think we're going to win 1-0. And I'm going to say Harry Gray is going to score again.
Yeah.
Thank you to everybody for watching. We've got phenomenal numbers watching live again. Thank you to everybody in the comments. Thank you to Tom, and thank you to Adam for jumping on again. And it's been an absolute amazing evening. We've won a game of football. It was only against Northampton.
And he's cooking again.
Up the Millers. Up the Millers.